What are your thoughts on NATO expansion?
Yeah, that's obviously been a disaster. I mean, as you know, the Pope suggested some months ago that NATO barking at the door of Russia helped to ignite this current conflict, which is having manifest consequences for Western Europe. Your previous guest spoke about the energy crunch. You have factories being shut down in Germany as we speak. On the other hand, it seems to me that the European leaders have been chumps, basically, because you see that Washington historically has sought to scoop up those energy markets from Gazprom, from Russia, and now you see these liquefied natural gas exporters from my neck of the woods are dancing the streets. I should turn my camera around. You'll see them dancing in the streets of Houston, the so-called Petro Metro, because they're licking their lips at the possibility, the probability that they'll be making profits hand over fist. But the situation is obviously very dangerous. You might have noticed that when Secretary Blinken was in Kiev just a few days ago, when that latest multi-billion-dollar package was announced, that the news did not focus on the point that about half of that package was going to the Baltics, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia. A significant percentage was going to Georgia, Bulgaria, etc. With all of the celebration of the latest Ukraine counteroffensive in Kharkiv, uh, people should not rule out the possibility of some sort of multi-pronged attack upon Russia, which would be obviously quite dangerous, opening the gates of hell, particularly as President Putin and President Xi plan to meet in Central Asia a few days from now. The first trip that President Xi has taken outside of China in 1,000 days since COVID began to bite in China. And you also see these reports coming in the Washington Post about the North Koreans sending military materiel to Moscow. So it seems, as with what happened on this small planet a century ago, there seems to be a certain sleepwalking into what could be either a world war or a wider European war, which I'm afraid to say would obviously drag in the United States of America more deeply than it's already appearing to be.